That hit it. Yeah, baby. So let me catch you guys up to speed. My last video, my headers did not fit. So now I had to modify 2 tubes. Well, my dad did. And we got it to clear when the car is slammed all the way to the ground, and I have no clearance issues with both headers now. So I went ahead and started lining my fenders up to get my body lines shimming, and I had to drill out some bolts and weld some plates so I can actually have some threads. But you can see that this car is just so far gone. It's just sad. I patched so many panels to just try to get it somewhat back together, but I got it pretty much where I want it, lined up to the body. So I got my header fixed, and I drew this line with the pen back here. I don't know if you can see, and then that's where I ended up. So I'm gonna cut it a 1/2 inch even with the body, so it sticks out a 1/2 inch all even with the body. But I still got to tailor it to fit to the collector, and I'll be good to go. Also, so I ordered this ART door popper kit, which puts the peg so you can hang the door. It's got the 2 holes right here. And then I was having trouble, since I mounted the fender, that the door didn't want to sit on without, like, if the car was painted, it's just going to mess the paint all up. Now I got it set up because I had a notch right here. Just like that. It was raining so bad yesterday, I was kind of nervous to put my Chevelle up on the lift, so I covered it in plastic and I put a car cover over it. So she's staying out here all this weekend. Got a lot of grinding to do, a lot of wire wheeling, so couldn't really get a lot of footage of the stuff I did where it was at in the shop, just because there was just like no room. But we're just gonna keep moving forward, plugging away. I think I'm starting to rethink my profession. It feels like 90 degrees. You got the PPE on. But anyways, the twisted wire wheel probably does the best job cleaning up this rust. I've started cleaning it up. It's not gonna get everything, but it's gonna get it pretty close and prep out where I'm gonna have to weld and clean up, because I'm just wanted to make it look pretty. The main reason why I like old cars is because it doesn't come with all the bed liner, and you could just cut them all up and piss people off. I like it. So this just happened. This landed on my thumb while I was wire wheeling. Do you see that stinger right there? He's like pushing, trying to like sting me, but he can't because my boy Tillman got me. Now you suffer. I think what's crazy is that I've done this so long ago and I'm still like kind of like remembering, like going down memory lane. I slid a 3-inch piece of flat bar. It's an 1/8 inch thick, and I threw it. I ran it through this little slot and all the way across the stock frame of the Chevelle, and it really stiffens it up because I ran these frame rails along the outside from the cross member right and direct in line with the 4-link bars all the way up to the front of the frame, right where it would be a twist. So the reason why I did this is because this was a very weak point, and this is where my main hoop goes, because I only did half of it. So I'm actually gonna have to box this out to tie it all together. But I ran this other, it's almost like another frame rail, and it really ties this chassis in. If I was to wreck it, I feel like I would survive. Anyways, more grinding to do. I'm gonna lay down some welds on some of the areas that I forgot to get or didn't want to get. I'm gonna pull the Miller multi-process out, and I don't know, I'll probably TIG weld some of them just because why not, but it's real dirty metal. I try to clean it as best I can. Millermatic 220 AC DC. Funny story about how I got this. So Dad has this old Buds box that that he TIG welds with, and he did all his roll cages with, but the collet was worn out, and I was like looking on like ways to TIG weld. This is me trying to learn how to TIG weld, basically by just his knowledge and me just trying to get used to it by doing it. Well, I could not strike off with that TIG welder because the collets wore out. So the tungsten would stay on the metal. When I went to go pull up, the tungsten would just pull back. So then I come home, look at some YouTube. I looked at KillFab or the Fab Forms on YouTube, and he showed me these wedge collets that I could use in the TIG welder, and I ordered those. And then turns out, like before the wedge collets got here, this thing showed up. So Pop sponsored 2 Jacks Fast for a new welder because he's tired of hearing me saying I don't know how to TIG weld, and he's like, you're gonna learn, you're just gonna have to get a different machine. But the wedge collets, and I use that TIG welder now, and I can do it fine, but this one really made my skills a lot better. It welds a lot better, and I just really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the chit chat and get to work on old girl right here. Uh-oh, we already got the flooding going on. Got everything welded up. I still need to sand and prep a little bit more, like where the air tool and the grinder wouldn't get, but I am pretty happy with where I'm at. Looks like the plastic's holding up, not puddling up like I wasn't wanting, but staying pretty dry under here. I got everything in just in time before started flash flooding. Also put these tubes in for drive shaft safety loop, and then I got almost every bit of the floorboard tacked up. Also boxed these out. the rest of the stock frame. It's not the prettiest welding, but it's gonna hold. Got this side all done, so now I can go ahead and start prepping for some paint on this all the way forward, from the crossmember forward. I still have some patchwork to do up inside the tubs. Don't want a bunch of smoke coming in the car on both sides. And I got a pretty decent sized gap right here, so I'm gonna have to shrink a piece to fit real nice in there, close that gap up. So any of the other holes is probably gonna get seam sealer or silicone, anything to close up the small gaps that I'm not going to address, because it is a race car and we are under a time frame. So let's get it done. We've been painting. Doesn't look so good, but it'll buff. It's not a show car, just a drag car, and everything's all welded out. Oh man, I missed this whole section right here. How stupid are you? But I'm probably gonna let it ride because I still got a lot of more painting to do. Well, that didn't come out near as bad as I thought when I put it on the flashlight last night. I did grab me a spray can on the way home, and I touched it all up, all the spots that the brush couldn't get, and she looks really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the transmission in, converter, battery cables, on off switch, fuel line, mount the fuel pump, and possibly the parachute. But she's looking so cool. I got a turbo 400 here. I also got everything all fabbed up. I have my converter here that I need to put on before I put it on my motor, but I got to make sure the converter fits onto the transmission, and also make sure it matches up to the flywheel. So I went ahead, put it up there, made sure it's gonna match, and then now I'm gonna put it on. Yes, it's got fluid in it. You burning the starter up or what?
Dude, put the fire up.
Oh shit. Timing? I would just come to pop in on you because I heard you firing it up, but
The whole thing was I was just trying to see.
you in the fires. Sure enough, I'm glad I rolled the camera.
I changed the crank trigger from one side to the next, so.
Why'd you do that?
Because we got a new alternator kit, check it out.
Oh, I see. So the alternator used to be on the other side.
Yeah.
So this is the new and improved.
Yep.
Nice. It looks good.
So she wants the fire, it's just timing's off.
Timing's off just because of you haven't found dead center.
Well, you know, I had it set, but I didn't do the distributor, so it's just a quick, it fired.
Yeah, sounds like you're
It's not too
within.
far off. We need to hook up the alternator cable, but it's not too far off.
Nice.
Sounded like my Chevelle did. I fired up a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
So, we pull the axles out. We got a little spline twist. Someone's twisted the whole spline, so they're kind of baby axles for this car. I'll try and get them to upgrade. The time I had them made, they only would go up to like, I think 33 spline. See if we can't get somebody to give us a 35 spline now. I think they're turning things out. So both axles.
Torque,
Twisted.
horsepower,
Horsepower.
nitrous,
Yeah, that ain't but maybe 30, 40 passes this time out.
or the massive tire right here.
I know I said 1432 in the previous video. It's been so long. They're actually 32 16s. On a 15
16W.
Well, 16S for stiff.
Oh, okay.
But as you can see, they're a little dry rotted.
Oh yeah.
So we got new slicks coming. They'll be here soon. Can't be going out there ripping and running like that.
Blow a tire out. See how he did his front frame? Because this is a stock front suspension car as well. You can just see how he crossed it into his cross member. He actually left his long and I cut mine short. It was pretty difficult with all the rain, but struggled through it. Pulling welders in and out, cords in and out. Got more than I wanted done it, so it's awesome. Got a big mess in the shop. Dad's got his purge all done up. Got a little bit of wiring left to do, like the nitrous wire and the purge. So once I get all this taken care of, then I got the headlight, which this is another mess for another day. Dad's got his alternator all done up, looking good. New water pump, new hoses. This is an old one. He can't find the right one at Advance. Done went to the store and bought 2 of them now. All right, so I got Dad's nitrous all wired in and purge hooked up. Dad, hit it. Yeah, baby. Everything's working right. Oh, look how iced up. Fuel pump bracket, I accidentally bent it the wrong way. Went to go cut it and almost removed a few fingers with the handy dandy cutoff wheel. It almost got me, but God was looking out. I'm good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and weld this fuel pump up, the bracket, and then get it on the car. This weekend, super successful. Got a lot more than I thought I could get done. So I got my wheelie bar brackets right here and right there, and my on-off switch, and my Barry Grant fuel pump 280. And then I started running my lines, but I ran out of parts to finish my fuel line. Started running my brake cable, my power switch cable. Got my starter in, got my transmission, my converter, got my cross member in. Did not paint that, but it is what it is. I think I'm looking pretty solid, in all honesty. So we're prepping for a race. We're gonna give it to you. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna pull it down and gonna go ahead and call this one a video. Thank you for watching 2 Jacks Fast.